but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see anybody over here. But he's already killed 2 people, so I think he's been more skilled than I let on to him to be. This is not going to end well. He's literally just waiting there. Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. Okay, see that white aura? That's my perk kicking in. And now I kind of gotta get out of here fast. Come on. Camaraderie? That was preventing the hook process from continuing. But this is not gonna end well. I can already tell that. Unless I can confuse this killer to not know where I'm going. Oh, shit. I'm trying to confuse him a little bit. I'm trying to confuse him just a little bit. It can be. I don't think the game is that expensive either. It's like, just to buy into it, it's like probably like $30. Depending, and they do a lot of specials, and if you're on like Steam, obviously like you, oh god, here we go again. Oh, this is not good. Oh man. Yep, I'm dead. He used a special token that allows you to kill your last survivor. But here you'll see the blood points earned. Objective, survival, altruism, and boldness. And then they give you an online survivor grade. Which is, I think, per season. I think they try to match you with, like, players based on skill. And here I can look at this, right? And say, okay, this survivor, you know, is a level 100. Then you have this person, that's me, Victorio Toscano, Kate, and then the trickster. They're not telling me what level that person is, but he has these perks for the killer. And you know what I found out from playing with some friends, you can do private lobby, which is, you know, closed off by invite only. And if you do that, all the perks available in game are unlocked. You don't get blood points for those matches because they figure, you know, people would kind of just abuse that. But you can play in a private lobby. Like say if you were streaming and you were like, oh, like I only want to play with people that I know, then you can make a private match. Way to test that way. Yeah, you can. Yeah. They're always updating this. Let me see. So let me show you here. So here's the blood web, and it's a web. So if I want to get the bog laurel, I'd have to spend these accordingly. And things will close off. So like now I can't get this, but this Soul Survivor perk can come up later. It's random. It's sort of like a random number generator. And then here, these are the perks I was using that I kind of like. They're conditional, usually. So if another survivor is within 16 meters of you, it's activated. The hook timer is paused for 34 seconds. This is great in the sense that if a killer is just being toxic and camping you, he's not going to necessarily know that you have this perk on. So he will be wasting his time if he hangs around with you if another survivor is around. Then boil over. That's kind of a wiggle timer. Like if I played a killer, which may take a little bit longer to get in a lobby, you can see that whole aspect. And I'm totally down to show you a killer. Because they're definitely a different mechanic. We'll see if I can... Sometimes it takes longer to get to a killer lobby. But there's a lot of licensing that goes on in this game. Like, here's Michael Myers, the Shape. Here's Freddy, the Nightmare. You've got the pig from the Saw franchise. Ghostface. You've got the Executioner, or Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, I think. You've got Chucky. Okay, so easier for me to answer this question. So in killers, I would say Chucky. Chucky, the good guy. And I'll tell you why. The killers, most of them are first-person view, which makes it incredibly more challenging to view when people are looping you. But Chucky is the only third-person killer. Third-person view killer, rather. My second favorite, and I'll show you this guy later, but the Dark Lord. He is arguably a little overpowered, but Chucky is my favorite. That third-person view makes a huge difference, and his terror radius is very, very small. And not for nothing, you know, he's only like 2 feet tall, so it's hard to track him. But every killer comes with his own perks. Some killers that I don't have would be the animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's. You've got the Xenomorph from Alien. And for the reference, like, it costs 500 cells, which is your premium currency. So 500 cells is about, I think it's like $5. It's probably like, what, £3.50 UK money? If I go here, yeah, we'll say you can't, it's not available right now. But why does Chucky get third person? I think it was just a balancing. I think they made him third person because if and when I could get in a lobby here. I mean, he's literally 2 feet tall. Versus if I'm playing any other killer, like Michael Myers, the Shape, you know, he's 6 foot whatever. I think the developers, Behavior Interactive, also knew people were kind of tired of only first-person killers. So they were like, okay, we'll make a killer that's third person. And I'll show you the loadout while I'm waiting. It just takes forever sometimes. Because you think, there's 4 survivors, there's only 1 killer, and a match potentially could be about 15 minutes. So it just takes a little bit longer. People want to play killers. And there's less opportunities to play as a killer in a match. So here I have Sloppy Butcher, which makes it easier to track people that are bleeding because of the hemorrhaging. It regresses healing when you're not taking care of yourself. So if a victim is running around and you're chasing them, they're not going to have time. They're going to lose. This is a hex, which is a totem that survivors can cleanse. But until they cleanse it, that hex is still active. Then you have Friends Till the End,
do we have here?
which is an obsession perk, which helps you reveal survivors. And then you have Bamboozle, which helps you vault. It also blocks that location for a little bit of time. And then you have add-ons. So here's my basic power. Playtime's over. And then I can add on different abilities to enhance these things. And then here I have the Memento Mori, which is what you saw the killer that I was just facing against use. So the second hook state, the killer can just hover over that victim and kill them instantly. So I'll show you this Chucky. And then I'll go to a first-person killer. And you can kind of see. Everything changes. Your field of view, your spatial awareness changes. You know, think of like a first-person shooter versus a third-person shooter. I think it makes all the difference in the world. They can be. Yeah, it depends. Okay, so here we are. I enter hidey ho mode to lower my my terror radius, and now I have the benefit of being quiet. And what I'm doing is I'm listening. This is very much a listening game, because you got to hear the generators, and I can see the generators. And I can kind of keep spamming this hidey ho mode. Let's see, I mean, Chucky literally only has like a... I'm not sure if got her. He's so tiny. So, I don't know if this lady had a problem loading with her game, but... Some people also just try to be nice and like will let you hook them. But I don't really care. So I swear people are just being nice to me right now. This is not how the game is usually played as a killer. But they stun me with a flashlight. It could be. Oh, see, we're gonna pick her up. They're probably distracting me a little bit. But I know there's somebody over here still. So I'm just gonna check and look around here. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time. This game is all about putting pressure on victims. I mean, you're racing